In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I gained 5,000 followers on Twitter within 4 months. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into this video, I'm going to give you some full context and disclosure. I'm on my third account. The first account that I had, I built up to 8,000 followers. Lost that due to traveling around the world for the last year, didn't have access to my American number, so they just completely wiped that account. The second account got suspended. I ended up getting it back, but by that point I was like, you know what, I'll just use this old burner account that I've had. And so I built that account up, and I hit 5,000 followers within 4 months. Now for you, this is going to be a consistent thing. You can't just apply the 5 things I'm about to tell you and then magically you start just gaining thousands of followers every single month, and now you're making a full-time income via Twitter. That's not going to happen. What you're going to do is you're going to follow these 5 points, and there's also some bonus ones at the end, daily and consistently. Okay, so here's what happened. I was on my third Twitter account, and an associate of mine, Life Math Money, he's on Twitter, super awesome guy, known him for years, reached out to me, and he gave me his guide. He was like, hey Dylan, I know you lost your other account. Just to give you kind of a boost, you already obviously know what to do, but there's a few things that I've noticed that are limiting your growth. So check out my guide, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. And then it was a Sunday, and I remember I was sitting there, I was like, man, Twitter is just not popping like it was before. Oh yeah, let me check out that guide. Checked out the guide, and I kid you not, I applied 2 things from his guide. Now I'm not going to talk about this video, I'll share with you 5 points, but I implemented it, and I gained 1,500 followers in the first month. Now I'm at 5,000 followers. He reached out to me, I want to say I was around 800 to 1,000 followers at this time. And my account was growing, but it just wasn't, the tweets weren't popping like they used to, and I wasn't hitting the growth numbers that I was previously. So I implemented 2 things from his guide, and things started just popping. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 other ways that you can implement immediately today to start growing your Twitter account. So number 1, and this is something that gets a lot of people, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. If you're trying to reinvent the wheel, it's like you saying, I really want to open up a cafe, but I've got to just rethink the approach to how to make coffee and all this other stuff. Even though there's hundreds of years of how to properly make coffee, you can look around you, like in the area that I'm in right now, there's at least 12 different cafes. I could walk into any of them and see how they do it, but instead I want to reinvent the wheel and completely recreate how you sell coffee or make coffee. It's a waste of time. I mean, I'm sure that you understand, using that example, what I'm talking about. So when it comes to Twitter, there's a certain process that works. You follow that process, and you're going to grow your account. As simple as that. That's what I teach people within my Freelance Profit Manual. There's a certain way to build your freelancing business to get your first 1 to 3 clients. You follow that process, and you're going to get your first 1 to 3 clients. So the number 1 thing I can recommend is stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Stop trying to be some super out there, like reinventing the entire approach to how people build Twitter. Like, just don't do it. You're going to save a lot of time by just seeing what works, implementing it in your own way, telling your story, sharing your solutions, whatever it is that your goal is with Twitter. Just follow the proven process. And then, once you hit 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, you've kind of figured out how to build a Twitter account. That's when you can start testing new things. But in the beginning, 0 to 5,000, do not reinvent the wheel, follow the process. And number 2, you need to grab people's attention. That's why I'm wearing this hat. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. It's eye-catching. And you grab attention on Twitter by not looking like everybody else. I see so many guys, they'll just be like that. Just, they take some regular selfie, it looks like every other dude out there, or they'll use some just avatar, like a Greek statue. A Greek statue is super popular on Twitter for whatever reason. It's not eye-catching. You need to grab people's attention. So if you're going to build a personal brand, if you're going to take the path of building some like just very general brand, so it's not a personal brand, it's like its own entity, then you need to be eye-catching. Whenever I'm scrolling on Twitter, if you don't catch my attention, I'm not going to click your profile. Sure, I'll check out your tweet, but if you're not eye-catching, you just look like some average dude that just grabs some quote from some old ancient book, post it on your timeline. I'm not going to do anything, might like it, but I'm not going to follow you. So if you want to gain followers, you need to grab people's attention via your tweets, via your profile, your header, your bio, all those different things. Focus on grabbing people's attention, because then you can take that attention, you gain followers, and if you do want to make a full-time income via Twitter, you could use that attention, start paying your bills, and eventually make a full-time income. And point number 3, this builds upon what I just talked about. You need to be recognizable from a distance. Every profile picture that I use, Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media, you can recognize that, oh yeah, that's Dylan. Yeah, okay, cool. Everything needs to be recognizable from a distance. So even though you're sitting there scrolling, people know that, okay, this is this person. So if you're scrolling, you're like, okay, yeah, this is Dylan. So be recognizable from a distance. Don't overthink it, but have a recognizable photo of yourself or of your brand. Because as Life Math Money has talked about, there is different things have a specific brand equity. Like if I put a Lamborghini as my profile picture, you would know that was a Lamborghini and you would be intrigued to click it. So whether you're using some avatar like that or if you have an actual picture of yourself, you need to grab people's attention, because you literally have mere seconds to grab people's attention before they just keep scrolling. And point number 4, and this is actually one of the tips that he gave me personally that helped a lot. You need to actually serve people in your bio, not just brag about what you've done. Like a lot of people will mess up. They'll be like, 6-figure entrepreneur, e-com store, check out my watches, check out my sunglasses, check out this, whatever. That's just what they do. But me as a consumer, how does that benefit me? Yeah, being a 6-figure entrepreneur, maybe you do this, you do that, you're a published author, great. But how are you going to help me? So the way that he helped me understand writing the bios, I'm serving people. So if you go to my bio, let's go to it right now. Unlock your mind, make thousands online, start by reinventing yourself here. Link to my book. But if you come to my profile, you see Unlock Your Mind, make thousands online. I'm serving you. So if you want to fix your mindset, if you want to start making money online, I'm your guy. I can help you do that. But you wouldn't know that if my bio said published author, been to 8 countries last year, world traveler, writer, blogger. You wouldn't know any of that. You'd just be like, okay, this guy might be cool. But if you don't really know who I am, like, of course, after you've read my tweets, you've read Common Collected, you watch the YouTube channel, you'll know exactly who I am, and you'll be intrigued enough to follow. But until then, how am I helping you? So when you're building your Twitter account, you need to tell people specifically what you're offering to help them, whether you're a fitness guy, you're some entrepreneur, whatever. This is something I have to work with guys inside of my program all the time. Tell people what you are doing and how you can help them. So do that, and you not only are going to gain more followers, but you're also going to start making more money. As soon as I changed my bio started generating cash via selling my book, selling other courses that I have, and all that stuff, and my follower account went up. That alone, I saw an instant change. And it happened to occur right as I had a viral tweet, and my Twitter just blew up. I gained 1,500 followers within the first month, which is insane. Friends of mine that have tens of thousands of followers, it's a good month if they gain like 1,000. And I gained 1,500 followers because I optimized my bio. I told you how I can help you. All these people came to my page and were like, oh, okay, cool, let me follow this guy. And point number 5 is to stop tweeting into the air. So many people get on Twitter and they just post like 30 tweets a day. They've got like 10 followers. They wonder why nobody's liking, retweeting, doing any of that. So as somebody that's a newbie, you're 0 followers, 10 followers, 100 followers, 500 followers. How can you go from 0 to 5,000 and get people to actually want to engage with your Twitter, to engage with your tweets, to follow you, do all those different types of things? Well, of course, you do want to tweet 3 to 5 times a day, 10 to 15 times a day. In his guide, he actually breaks down exactly from how much you need to tweet every day, what you need to do, the types of tweets you need to do. So that's going to be super helpful for you. But you need to be getting into other people's world. So find other Twitter accounts that you can start engaging with, whether it's replying, quote tweeting, doing all these different things, and build some rapport with them. As you start building rapport, people are going to start coming to your account. They're going to start favoriting, following, doing all that type of stuff to your content. Okay, so those are 5 ways to build your Twitter account from 0 to 5,000. However, Life Math Money has put together an awesome guide. It's the one that he shared with me that literally shows you the process from 0 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 20,000, and beyond. He's like 190,000 followers on Twitter. He also has other accounts as well, so he knows his stuff. Even with me building up to 8,000, I'm still learning from him. So save yourself some time. It's like 30, 39 bucks, something like that. You spend that just going out to eat. Save yourself some time. Learn not only what to tweet, how many times to tweet, your bio, what you should do as your avatar, your header, how to properly build an audience. Like, I could just go on and on. It's like 53 pages, comes with 2 different bonuses. But anyways, click that link down below if you want to build your Twitter account. Now, obviously, if you're not looking to build a Twitter account and you don't want to make money online, just don't buy it. However, if you do want to save yourself some time, you want to actually build a Twitter account that can replace your current income, click the link down below. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to you soon.